one all, it's maybe My Hero Academia, Chapter 262, Mirko, the number 5 hero, which, fairly titled, given what complete badass she was this chapter, but we'll get into that. First, let's talk about Crust and the Nomu. So we see his quirk is the ability to produce shields anywhere on his body, and they can be fairly substantial and fairly indestructible. That's pretty impressive. I like that. Not really sure why he's wearing a cape, because I don't really see how making shields correlates to him being able to fly, but whatever. And I do love that he's actually, crying over the Nomu he's essentially torturing to death here. Given the Nomu are actually corpses remodeled to hold multiple quirks. With no will of their own, they can act only according to their programming, which doesn't really seem right, because Moko last chapter stepped out of her way to save the doctor without him ordering her to do it, so that feels like that was her own free will that shows that, so maybe they have more wills than people actually think they do. I'm not really sure about that anymore. I mean, later on they say the high-end Nomu can exhibit personality traits of their host bodies, but I really don't think she was a high-end Nomu. I really kind of doubt that. She looked more like a low to medium tier Nomu, so really not sure about that. Very strange, very weird. And you just gotta love the doctor here. That's why I handpicked the most battled crazy villains, which makes a lot of sense. Battled crazy villains, they're ones more likely to fight stronger, harder with the crazy powers that the doctor gives them. It's also really creepy how much he loves his Nomu, referring to them as little ones, basically treating them like they're his own children. Really freaking creepy there. He also refers to one Nomu as woman. Not really sure which of those Nomu that one is, but that's concerning if one of them has a name. Definitely means there's something about her that's different from the rest. Also, things are going to get very, very bad very quickly, because his plan for escaping seems to be to rush Shigaraki's process to force him to finish it a month early, which I'm going to assume there's a very good reason why he didn't do that ahead of time. Why he took this slow route in making Shigaraki destruction for all. And the result of it is probably going to be worrying. He might break out of this container even crazier than he was before. I'm honestly not sure what to expect when he finally wakes up, but I'm going to assume it's going to mean the death of every hero there. Maybe just he'll steal their quirks, or maybe the doctor will take them to use for his next round of Nomu experimentations. Really not sure. Anyway, the rest of the chapter is mostly about Mirko, whose quirk is rabbit. She can do whatever a rabbit can do, but even better, which I would not expect such a simple quirk to belong to the number 5 hero, but she really shows why she earned it in this chapter, because she crazy. She absolutely crazy. Her freaking arm was torn off, and that didn't even slow her down. She still kept fighting, and at the end of it just tied up the wound with her own freaking hair so she wouldn't bleed to death. That's crazy! Really not sure exactly what these Nomu are capable of. I mean, the one can turn their hair into deadly vines. The other one seems to have turned themselves into water. A third one's an elephant with steam coming out of his back. You also can't forget these guys have multiple quirks, so you have no freaking clue what they're actually capable of. And yet Mirai is doing an incredible job bouncing from one to one, smashing into them, cutting them up with her incredibly strong feet. And then when her arm is sucked into a black hole, she screams, "That freaking hurts," and continued her attack. Before going after the guy that ripped off her arm, squeezing him with her thighs, which he kind of seems to enjoy, and then tearing off his head. Yeah. Okay, that's something a hero just did. So now her plan for taking out the rest of Nomu is to rip off all their heads. Because of course that is. Of course that's her plan. I do kind of like her philosophy here. I live every day of my life like there's no tomorrow, so that when my number is up, I can check out with no regrets. Which, fairly accurate. It makes a lot of sense. It makes sense. That's why she didn't really mourn the loss of her arm, because that's in the past. And she's only focused on living in the exact moment she's in right here, right now. And if that means she died, so be it. So basically what I'm saying is she's out of her freaking mind, and I love her. Gonna be very curious to see how the other heroes react when they see she lost a freaking arm against these dudes. And I mean, seriously, where are all the other heroes? Are they still fighting the Nomu in the hospital? I mean, you brought all the Class 1A, and you brought all the students and the sidekicks with you. Shouldn't they be, helping you out so you can go take out the big end, so you can go take out the high-end Nomu down here and, make sure you get to the doctor before he wakes up Shigaraki and brings about an apocalypse that destroys all life on Earth, just saying. Then we go over to the Paranormal Liberation Army front, where Skeptic is freaking out because Hawk's tricked twice. Well, technically, Hawk's also tricked Skeptic, but Skeptic is a genius, therefore it's not like he can miss anything, so he's only blaming twice for all this, and the fact that the armies of heroes are here, and it seems like their entire building was just cut in half. Not sure exactly which hero can do that, but I'm excited to see this fight. I mean, there's several thousand members here, some heroes, whole League of Villains. I mean, seriously, a whole League of Villains. Even Giganto is probably here in the basement somewhere. This is not going to be an easy fight. This is going to be a huge, epic battle that's... I honestly can't even begin to imagine how many chapters this is going to take up, but... let me know what you think about down below. What's going to happen when Shigaraki wakes up? Is he going to be in a okay mental state? More crazy, less crazy? More pain? I mean, must have been a reason the doctor didn't want to speed up the process until right here, right now. Mirko, is she just crazy? She seems crazy to me. And what's going to happen when the heroes start fighting the League? Let me think all down below. Be sure to like and share this video. Until then,
peace.